Rihanna. Talking about
Gotta
that when we was Millie rocking. We was at this big party in Coachella, right? I just came back from walking my friend outside. Snoop's son, actually, Cordell. So I was just looking around, feeling the vibe out. Everybody was dancing. I was just dancing. And then they played Mask Off. So I just started hitting the Millie, and then she just started coming dancing. Ooh, I'm like, ooh, she killing it. So I'm just watching it. Ooh. And then she started going a little crazier, so I started going crazy too. And then they said it was a battle. If that was a battle, she would have won that battle though. She was going off. I ain't know it was a battle. If I saw the cameras on, I would have pulled a little extra out on her. Right, so yeah, to start off, I'm King Combs, Christian Combs from New York City. Well, I always was playing around with it when I was younger. Like, I did my first song when I was like 7 years old, but really started taking serious, I was like 16 years old. All my life, I really wanted to do it, believe it or not. Like when I was young, like a baby type shit, when they asked me like, yo, what do you want to do when you grow up? I would say like a rapper, entrepreneur all the time. At first, when I just first started rapping, I was really just working on my writing skills. And to do that, I didn't really have any producer that I like could fit my sound yet. So I was just trying to figure out my sound basically and just listening to old beats or going on YouTube and just searching beats to write on. And then I would just go in the studio and record them and just turn them into songs. When I just got older, it's just something that I knew I really wanted to do because I did sports and stuff, but my heart was never really in it. But every time music played or I got in the studio, it was always in my heart. King Combs, that was shortly after my 16th birthday party. I had a big party in LA at One Oak, and then the whole theme was just like royalty, and then people were just calling me that afterwards in my comments. So I put my Instagram name, King Combs. And then from there, just most of my fan base just started to know me as King Combs. Growing up, I listened to a lot of Biggie, Nas, a lot of Michael Jackson, Snoop Dogg, my pop stuff. I've been in the studio watching him, but he's never been in one of my sessions ever. Like, even from the very beginning, like, he just threw me in there kinda and just said, yo, like, you gotta work for it and do it on yourself. And then he know if he was there, it might turn me in a different direction. Like, he just wanted me to figure it out myself. Bad Boy and its legacy, it definitely means a lot to me, yeah. I grew up in it and watching it and being like a part of the growth. So I'm just glad to be a part of it, really, and glad to take it to the next level, to the next generation, and just spread more light on it. Probably something that could relate to me is the pranks they used to play. My uncle D-Rock, he got this film on YouTube. You go watch it, and it just shows like the behind the scenes and how Junior Mafia used to act. And it just reminds me a lot of like CYN and how we act. So they was pranking this dude Gutter, I think, with baby powder. And like they was slapping him. It was just bad funny. My pops, D-Rock, Mace, Locks, all them. On the No Way Out tour, Puff Daddy and the Family. That whole era is just classic. Favorite song of my dad's would have to be Can't Nobody Hold Me Down. That's my vibe right there. He's a non-stop worker. He works until he gets it finished. And that's one of the things that I do in my sessions. And kind of one of the bad things about me is that I try to stay in there until I get the whole song finished. So definitely his hard working habits and just like being persistent. His best piece of advice is probably just to be myself and stay unique and true to like what's in my heart and not follow just like what's the wave or what other people are doing, because what makes you great is like the people who stand out. CYN is basically the clique. It's a group full of young black men. We all from New York. We grew up together. When we first met, obviously it wasn't like we all did music. We knew each other from sports, school, family, friends. But then as we got older, like, and matured, we all came together and wanted to do music and had the same dreams. So we got into the studio and we meshed perfectly. So Paid in Full is actually my brother Justin's idea to hop on that. We a big crew and we all was nice, so we just wanted to all hop on one track, and that never really happens because it's like 8 of us in the whole group. The Paid in Full beat was just perfect. Like, we played it, we was in the studio, just came back from Malibu. We was on a pretty good vibe, but it was late night, so something just had to happen to spark the session. So they played that beat, And I went in there first, just started freestyling, just kept going, boom, thinking of what I'm gonna say. And I came up with that verse, then Trey came after me, Shaq, and it was just history after then. Paid in Full, that whole like era too, like the whole swag and just like the vibe. Like when I look at pictures, books, or documentaries about it, even the movie Paid in Full, it brings a classic vibe to me. I have to sum up and type different. Both of those videos is like summer vibes and both like lit party vibes. So when I was making the video and doing the treatments, I knew I just wanted to make that come alive through the visuals. So we had a big yacht party for 2 days with Zoe Dollars, Meek Mill, Jim Jones, all them was there. And we just like had a bunch of boats on like Star Island and everybody on jet skis just going crazy. We all rented them out for like a couple of days. It was just fun, and I love jet skiing. As you can see, I got this new piece right here. It's a jet ski. So it was just lit. It was a good experience. It was fun. The album is coming real soon. It's no official date yet though, so don't get sold on that. And it's gonna be a lot of good vibes. You can listen to it when you get up in the morning, go out to work, go to a party, in a party, at all times. So I feel like people will love it. Yeah, I just want the music to speak for itself, and then when people hear it, just to get a good vibe off of it. It can touch you when you're in bad times, good times, thinking about a girl, you know, any life situations. I just want to bring good music to the people. Yeah, I plan to have a lot of great things coming. I want to just push this album, have all the people feeling the music, all of my fans, go on tour, just flood the streets with a lot of heat. But yeah, I got this single, Naughty, coming out. I don't think we mentioned that, with Jeremiah. It's gonna be big. It's coming out this month. So that's gonna be crazy. I'm excited for that. I'm excited to let everybody hear that. It's more deeper songs on that album too, where I touch topics that people may not think I would touch, and just like painting the picture of how my life is behind like the lights and like all the good glory and cars and all that. Living behind the shadow of my pops, of course, and just wanting people to take you serious in the rap business and not just thinking everything is handed to you. Facts.